Snow! Snow everywhere! Dirty snow, but snow nonetheless. So let me explain you why this sport is so common in Sweden. Sweden is a country that's pretty big, and especially it's not that populated. And all the cities, especially when you come to the northern of Sweden, they're really far apart from each other. Which means that back in time, up to maybe less than 100 years ago, it would be really hard to go from a country to a town to another. It could take literally hours, if not a whole day, to get to the closest town to buy whatever you needed. Fur, milk, maybe wood. I wouldn't expect there's so much around, but it was really hard time and tough time. Not like the spoiled people that we are now, have roads and cars. So humans thought, why don't we make super thin wood stuff that we put our shoes on, and we tie them on the skis, and we just glide on them. And to make it even more unstable, because you're already slippering on one of the slipperiest things there is in the world, we make them so that they don't touch everywhere, but only touch at the end and in the tip. Otherwise, how are you gonna kill yourself, especially when you go downhill? And if you wanna have grip, that's not that important, you have to press down with your weight. One foot at a time. So that if you ever try to brake, one leg is gonna be left behind and the other leg is gonna go straight to the next town. Genius, whoa, I was about to fall. These skis are so unstable. For somebody like me to, well, basically spend almost every winter, at least 1 week a winter, going downhill skiing, this never really looked appealing until I tried it 4 years ago, and it opened a whole new world for me, and I enjoy it more. In no way with downhill skiing you can cross a lake like this, you can go on the other side of a mountain, you can basically go wherever you want and have the feeling of freedom that you would have cross-country skiing. And it's just fascinating, and to be honest, every time I go cross-country skiing, I feel part of history. I feel part of all the people that had to do it daily, maybe to get some simple education with a job, or people who had to do it to survive, to get food. I simply feel part of a Swedish history that basically nobody tells you anymore. Everybody's focused on what's Stockholm, the industrialism, and all the kings and stuff. But yeah, one of probably the most famous Swedish king supposedly covered 90 kilometers on some primordial cross-country skiing to reunite the country. I would leave up to discussion if that is true. But people do it. Hundreds of thousands of people do it every year. Do 90 kilometers on skis, slightly north of here, to basically do what he did back then. So it is a central part of Swedish history and culture. That event is called the Vasaloppet, and happens every year, every single year, and I will do it. You can bet on that. You know what's worse than a downhill, icy downhill on cross-country skis? A downhill filled with stones and gravel. This is not okay. Oh, look at that. Gotta avoid them all. Those are deer tracks. I hope it's not wolves. But there are not many left in Sweden, unfortunately. So it's probably deer. But what I probably appreciate the most is this. Absolutely nothing that you can hear. This is what we did today. 10K. Bye bye. That's where the town is. So despite not being the best weather today, we're slightly above zero. So the snow is melting a little bit. It was really icy. It's been really nice. And the best thing about it is now I get home, I get to shower, take a sauna, get warm and eat a lot of food. How can you love Sweden? You must love Sweden. This is just, that's the best life. All my beautiful tracks are gone. Okay, let's make new ones. Ha ha!